What's up, guys? It's Gavin Torres with Gavin Torres Fitness. Today we're doing a back day, and we're focusing really on a bunch of rows, which is going to thicken the back and somewhat widen the back, depending on how far out your grip is. We're starting off with Barbell Rows, which is by far the best exercise for building the upper back. You know, you can go heavy here. You can get a good contraction. You can see at the top of the motion how I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, really getting a good contraction. I like to do 8 sets on these. I start off with 20 reps and I go all the way down to 6. And you'll see in a second that I'm putting some pretty heavy weight on the bar. I think it's 275 and I'm doing 6 reps, I think, 8 reps. You have to lift heavy, guys. You know, my friends always ask me, oh man, you know, what do you do, this and that, like, what supplements are you taking? And, you know, it's nothing different than what y'all are probably taking, you know, creatine, somewhat protein, pre-workout. It's all really what you do in the gym and in the kitchen, guys. You have to lift heavy to build muscle. I don't know how often I reiterate that to my friends. You know, you see people that don't change in the gym. They work out constantly and they do the same weights over and over. You have to push yourself, and don't really give up on form. No, I'm not saying form isn't important, but there are times when form should come second to weight. Like here, right here, you can see I have 275 pounds on the bar, so I'm going really, really heavy. The next thing we're doing is what I like to do is rack pulls. And on rack pulls, it's a really good exercise to build the lower back. And I'm just warming up right here. You know, I have 2 plates on here for 10 reps. I like to do 4 sets. 4 sets of, you know, warm up with about 12 reps. And then I like to go really, really heavy. This is an exercise where you can go really heavy. And whenever I go really heavy on back exercises, I use wrist wraps because, you know, I'm not the strongest guy in the world, and especially my grip. I have poor grip strength, so I try not to use the wrist straps until I go really, really heavy. Now here we have 5 plates on each side, so 10 plates total. It equals up to, I think, what is that, 495, I think, something like that. It's about 500 pounds, but you know, this is my heavy set. This is my last set. I'm giving it everything I got, and you can see the struggle on my face on how hard I'm pushing myself. You know, you can see the girl in the background looking at me because I'm grunting, but you know, you see how I'm not letting my shoulders really fall forward a lot, and that's gonna, you know, like I said earlier, that's gonna put your back in an awkward position, and it's gonna compress your disc a lot, and it's gonna cause a lot of pain after you know, years of wear and tear. The next exercise I like to do is what a lot of people call dumbbell rows, and a lot of people do this with real. You can see the guy behind me. You see he's doing the same thing. He's just coming straight up. That's a posterior delt exercise, guys. That's not your lats. That's not your back like you're supposed to do. You see how I'm going forward? I'm getting a full stretch on my lat whenever I go forward with the weight, and I come back, you know, towards my thigh. I come back towards my thigh, and that's what's going to really contract your back. Like I said, the guy behind me, you can see he was just pulling the weight straight up, and I'm going forward and back. And you'll feel it. You'll feel a huge difference. And right here, you know, I'm going pretty heavy, 100 pounds, 10 reps on each side. So this is whenever I like to reiterate, you know, form. Right here, this is really good. This is important form right here. And this is another unilateral exercise that I like to do. Unilateral meaning that you focus on one muscle at a time, and this right here works is a good exercise for targeting your lats from a different angle. And I'm not going super heavy here, guys. You know, think I have like 90 pounds on here, something like that. And I'm just working on, you know, getting a good stretch and a good contraction. And sometimes I even like to close my eyes, and so I can focus and have that mind muscle connection, because that's one of the most important things for back. You know, don't use your arms, use your back. Feel your back contract and stretch. Very important, guys. And then this last exercise, just your basic pull-ups, wide grip pull-ups. You know, you like I said earlier, use your back and not your arms. You can definitely feel the difference, because the tendon at the end of your bicep brachii, towards on the opposite side of your elbow, you can feel it giving out on you. What's up, guys? It's Gavin with Gavin T Fitness. Just got done doing back. Did a bunch of rows today. I'll post what I did, the sets, the reps, and everything, and I'll put some of the poundage that I used at the end of the video, or I may even put it in some captions during the video. But yeah, I got my 2 scoops of protein right here. Got to keep the protein high, so all the protein that I am digesting, I got to make sure that it's used to repair muscle and not used as fuel, since I'm cutting my carbs down and I'm doing so much cardio that it's gonna require a lot more carbs. And then once I run out of carbs, it's gonna either go to my fat stores, and yes, sometimes even protein. So whenever you're cut down your carbs, up your protein a little bit, not too much though, because if you do take in too much protein, it will turn into fat. So it's just kind of an experimentation. Right now I'm walking back from the gym to my apartment. You can see the rec, or well, that's the garage to the rec behind me. But yeah, I just worked out at the rec here at Texas State in San Marcos, Texas. But yeah, it's usually about a 15-minute walk. I walk to the gym to get the blood pumping and everything, and then I walk from the gym. It's always good to do a little bit of cardio if you're trying to lose weight after you work out. Gets the blood, still keeps the blood pumping through your body, and all the nutrients that you're ingesting post-workout, your muscles take up all those nutrients easier. So expect more videos like this to come, guys.